Now, if you get an equation question which is buried deeper into the exam paper, then it's likely to be one where you need to do more than one step to go from the question to the answer. And the thing to bear in mind with any of these questions is that you deal with the number that's attached to the x by either a multiply or a divide last, and you do everything else first. So in this question, the first thing we deal with is getting rid of the minus 9. We get rid of a minus 9 by adding 9. So once I've added 9, I get 6x on its own on the left hand side equals 18 add 9 on the right hand side. I can work out what 18 add 9 is, 27. So then I get rid of the times 6 by dividing by 6. That doesn't go in exactly and does simplify, but you can leave it like that and you'll get full marks. So let's take a look at the rest of these. The method is pretty much the same. So here, first thing to do is deal with the negative 7. I'm subtracting 7. To undo it, I have to add 7. So I get 4x equals 3, which is already there. Add the 7. 4x is 10. Now I deal with the times 4 by dividing by 4. And again, you can leave your answer like that. Right, the third question here now is a little bit more involved again, because you'll see that we have x's on both sides. We have unknowns on both sides and numbers on both sides. And what we do here is we need to get all our x's, all our unknowns on one side, and all number only on the other side. And the method's the same. What you need to do is change the sign, do the opposite. So the 7x I want on the left hand side, and it is already there. That plus 5x I need to move to have, instead of it being on the right hand side, to be on the left hand side. It's a plus 5x, so it becomes subtract 5x on the right hand side. There's my equal sign. That 3 starts on the right hand side, stays on the right hand side. This add 2, I need to be on the other side, so it changes from an add to a subtract. So let's just make sure that you can deal with that before moving on. 7x was on the left hand side, stays on the left hand side. Plus 5x has to move to the left hand side from the right hand side, so its sign changes from a plus to a minus. The 3 stays put, it hasn't gone anywhere, and that plus 2 we have ended up changing, so its sign has changed from a plus 2 to a minus 2. Now we can simplify both of those. 7x take away 5x is 2x. 3 take away 2 is 1. Now we're back to the same as with all the previous ones. To get the x on its own, I have to change that times 2 to divide 2, and in algebra we write divide as 1 over the other. Right, let's repeat that process now with this question. So the 3x stays put, it's already on the left hand side, but that negative 7x is on the wrong side, so it becomes a plus 7x when it's on the left hand side. The 8 is on the right side, so it stays put, we just write it down, but that add 4 ends up moving from the left hand side to the right hand side, so it changes from an add 4 to a subtract 4. Now we can tidy up both sides. 3x and 7x is 10x, 8 take away 4 is 4. We're going to get the x on its own, so instead of multiplying by 10 we have to divide by 10. Here 6x is on the right side, so we just write it down. That 2x isn't. Now there's no sign in front of it, which means it's plus, so when we move it to the left hand side it becomes minus 2x. That plus 11 hasn't gone anywhere, so we just write it down, but that negative 7 is on the wrong side. When we move it to the right hand side it changes to positive 7. 6x take away 2x is 4x, 11 add 7 is 8. We want to get 18, sorry. We want to get the x on its own, so the times 4 becomes divide 4. Stepping up the difficulty again, so now we're dealing with an equation that will be quite far into the paper, certainly in the second half of the paper. So this is combining your simplification skills as well as dealing with your equations. So to get rid of the bracket, first of all, we're going to multiply the 7 by the x to get 7x. Then we have to multiply the 7 by the negative 4 to get negative 28. No other multiplying to do, so then we'll just finish writing out that line. 3x take 10. Now it's the same as the previous questions. We want all the x's on the left hand side. That 7x is already there. That plus 3x will become negative 3x. That negative 10 isn't going anywhere, so we just write it down. But that minus 28, negative 28, becomes plus 28. Now we simplify. 7x take 3x is 4x. Negative 10 add 28 will give us plus 18. Then we divide by 4. 18 over 4. Here again we have a bracket to deal with, so we deal with that first of all. So starting with that first line, the left hand side nothing is happening to it, but the right hand side we've got this bracket to get rid of, so it's going to be 3 times x is 3x, 3 times negative 1, negative 3. Same as all the others then. 7x stays where it is, that plus 3x is going to become minus 3x on the left hand side. That negative 3 isn't going anywhere, so it stays just negative 3, but this negative 13, because we're bringing it to the other side, is going to become plus 13. 7x take away 3x is 4x, minus 3 add 13 is 10, so x will be 10 divided by 4. Most times you'll see an equation, the letter they use is x, but as you can see here, that's not always the case. This time it's e, but apart from that, there's no difference to working with this question. Nothing to do on the left hand side first of all, so we just write it down, and then we get rid of this bracket. So it's going to be 3 times e is 3e, and 3 times 6 is plus 18. Get all the e's on the left hand side. We got 7e, that's positive, so it's going to become negative. That 18 is in the right place, so it just stays there as 18 or plus 18, and this plus 12 is going to become negative 12 on the other side. Do your tidying up. 7 take away 3 is 4e, 18 take away 12 is 6, so e is going to be 6, and we're going to divide by 4. And the final couple of questions. This one, no brackets to deal with, so straight away we can write down 7x is staying there, that 3x needs to come over and become negative 3x. That plus 16 isn't going anywhere, so it stays as positive, but this plus 4 becomes subtract or negative 4. 7x take away 3x, 4x, 16 take away 4 is 12. So x is going to be 12 over 4, and we can work out 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then the very last question in this package, left hand side we don't do anything with initially. Right hand side, clear the brackets. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times negative 2x is going to be negative 4x. Okay, we want all our x's together. That 3x is staying where it is. This minus 4, negative 4 becomes positive 4x. That 6 stays put, that plus 2 becomes minus 2. 3x plus 4x is 7x, 6 take away 2 is 4. We're going to divide now by 7, so we get 4 over 7. The only other thing to point out here is when you're writing them as fractions, remember that whatever you're dividing by, so if it's 7x we're dividing by 7, it's the 7 that goes on the bottom. With this one here, we were dividing by 4, it's 12 over 4. This one, 4e equals 6, 6 over 4. Okay, so whatever's attached to the e goes on the bottom of the division on the other side.